I am Antonello Croce, and today our guest is Edoardo Felici.
I never thought would be possible to work with APA in close to him and in general in APA aesthetic here in Dubai.
I don't believe in multitasking, let's say.
But it's true that you need to be a little bit obsessed. I love watches.
Yeah.
And I would love to be invited by Rolex to see how they handmade every watch. And that's the reality of what we are doing.
So you see, guys, the digital,
Exactly.
it's in the middle.
It's scaring, it's painful, and I don't want to be there. Even if you have the most advanced chair, they don't care.
Let's talk about AI, for example. If I buy that software, is that software better than this? It depends. What are your skills?
Exactly.
Do you categorize patients in some way?
Yeah. A lot of people ask me, yeah, but you guys, you're doing only celebrities because you need to be your worst enemy because you want to beat yourself, and for doing this you will grow.
Who is shaping the future of dentistry? Who should we invite next? Just drop their name in the comment below.
Imagine leaving your family practice in Italy to chase a halfway across the world in one of the most prestigious clinic in aesthetic. And welcome to the Next Dental Podcast, sponsored by Remedico. I am Antonello Croce.
Antonello Croce, dental technician and digital dentistry consultant, founder and CEO of Medidav, inventor and ambassador of digital flow in dentistry.
And today our guest is Edoardo Felici.
Dr. Edoardo Felici is an aesthetic dentist at APA Aesthetic Dubai, known for his precise clinical approach, premium restorations, and deep focus on personalized patient experience. With roots in Italy and a strong background in both traditional and digital dentistry, he works as part of Dr. Michael Appa's team, one of the world's leading aesthetic clinics.
Hi, Eduardo.
Hi.
How are you today?
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
good. I'm good.
Thank
a
you.
little bit tired after the day of working, but it's fine. It's fine.
Eduardo, for who don't know you, let's give to these people an elevator pitch. Who is Edoardo Felici in one sentence?
Well, one sentence, it's impossible, even because I don't have any elevator pitch. But I would say Eduardo is a dentist. He's an Italian dentist who loves to be active and is really passionate on whatever he's doing, and a little bit competitive.
Eduardo, he joined the APA team 1 year ago. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And
it's been already more than 1 year.
More
but
than 1 year.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
It feels like forever. But only 1 year. Yeah, 1.5.
I just saw one reel today. Is it APA or OPA?
You should know it because we are Italian. There's no point. It's APA.
Yes, guys, we both are Italian, so this might be weird, but you will listen an Italian accent during this podcast. Yeah. Edoardo, how everything started? What was your plan?
So the funny thing is that I never had a plan. I never planned to be here, I actually planned to be in Dubai, working in Dubai, but I never thought would be possible to work with APA in close to him and in general in APA aesthetic here in Dubai. I always loved Dubai. I've been always a little bit obsessed and talking about competitiveness. I've always been like, I think Dubai is the place where the big guys are, right? In everything. So I always been chasing this dream to come here and working just because I wanted to be with the best.
Yeah.
I wanted to compete with the best. So, and more, I always been obsessed basically with APA aesthetic and whatever they were doing. And so for me was trying to chase this idea of if he's doing what he's doing, I'm for sure able to do the same, or at least try to do it. And I will always been chasing him, trying to connect with him. Then a lot of things happened. I will tell you later maybe. And I find out, knowing him, meeting him in person, we've been close one each other for a while, and at some point I was like, it's the moment where I can come and work with you. So yeah, basically everything, I was quite, I would say, manifesting this.
Yeah.
I don't believe in manifesting. This is another topic. I think you can manifest, but until you are not working for what you are manifesting, it's quite impossible that everything will happen. And for me now, I'm doing what I'm manifesting.
And you say that you bring from Italy for the craftsmanship and the
idea for sure. I think that being Italian was one of the, I would say, quality. I don't know if it's
key
a
point.
quality. Yeah, key point for sure, exactly. For me to be in Apa aesthetic in general. Yeah, Dr. Apa has always been, also him is a quite obsessive person. So he's always been quite obsessed with Italy, the Italian vision, mentality probably. We still don't know if it's really Italian or not, but I would say that he is also Italian. So we connected a lot, Michele. We connected a lot on this topic, I would say, this vision. So yeah, for sure, one of the reasons why I'm here, it's also because of that.
But okay, you joined a different world, a dentist in luxury, let's say. How your father is a dentist as well, right? And anyone,
brother also.
Your brother also. How is this difference between what your father is doing now, but even what he was doing before?
Yeah.
And what does he think about it? I mean, do you talk about your difference?
Yeah. I would say, to be honest, my father has always been together with my brother, but with my brother it's different because we are more or less the same age, so we grow up with the same mentality. With my father is also one of my best friends. And for him, so listen, this is something really interesting. A lot of people ask me why you choose to become a dentist. And I always chase also his dream, basically, and his vision. It teach me one important thing that for me was always my focus. I was not even in high school, and he was saying, listen, dentistry is another job as others. But apart from, you need to love medicine, you need to love taking care of patient and whatever. This is something that you expect from a dentist. But it's a job that can make you feel free. And it's important because it's true that for him, the dentistry has always been the freedom to express himself. And for me, was always been the same, because that's why I was able to chase my dreams and my vision, my perspective. So in terms of what's the difference between what he's doing and what he's doing, from what he's doing, it's that now I'm a little bit more focused on aesthetic, basically. But in general, I think that in Italy and in Europe, I say sorry for Italian dentists, but I feel like there's not this vision, this idea of being focused only in cosmetic and aesthetic dentistry.
Well, it's a different culture, maybe.
Yeah, it's a different. There's nothing wrong, but it's true that being here, I'm really more deep into this file.
You're an expert.
Yeah,
in that. For sure. And being an expert means that not only you're doing just this, but you're doing this a lot. Yeah.
And that's what makes you an expert.
Yeah.
Because it's true that I have my brother, for example. My brother is doing dentistry in general.
Different things.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of dentistry. Maybe more than me in terms of general dentistry. He's placing a lot of implants,
Yes.
a lot of big rehabilitation. He's doing a lot of things, and he's super good dentist. I look at him like he knows what he's doing. But in terms of aesthetic, I feel like if I better or if I can help him, it's because I'm doing this every day for 24 hours.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But it's true that you need to be a little bit obsessed for being able to do this, because if not, would be boring. It would be
I got your
crazy.
point. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You have the advantages as anyone else in different field. For example, if you're doing like a different kind of job, if you focus on that, of course. I don't believe in multitasking, let's say, because we're not made to be multitasking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's actually it's a good point. Yesterday, while I was running, I was listening another podcast, not yours, but another, but it's fine. And this woman actually, she was saying, I don't exactly what you said. I don't believe in multitasking. In multitasking, you need to be an expert in something. Yeah. Then you can learn some other skills, but find something that you are good at, and then be an expert on this. Try to be the best on this. That's actually really, really interesting. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, I've always been passionate on, in general, beauty. I love fashion. Exactly. Also this, we are Italian. We like everything that is nice, that is beautiful, design. Not only car, but fashion, but also our cities. Rome is amazing. I mean, we have the beauty. It's everywhere in Italy. So I think I'm able now to express this.
Yeah. You want to bring, makes sense. And bringing this in Dubai. And make also you shift. I mean, you now have different patients. Mm-hmm. So your daily work is different. And when you go back in Italy and you meet your father, do you compare the day that you are having now and what he has as a classic?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's for sure. I mean, we not only when I come back in Italy, I think every night we have this appointment that if I miss one night call, it's a problem. The world war, and with this call, we basically speak about dentistry the daily routine and what happened during the day for me and for him.
Has he ever thought that dentistry could be like that? I mean, globally.
No. To be honest, no. And I think he still doesn't understand what I'm doing. And and
even the social media.
Social media. I mean, he's always been a little open-minded.
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't have Instagram. He has Instagram, but he doesn't understand the importance of this podcast. I would.
What is it?
What's that podcast? And I think it's also something that it's helping me, because at the end of the day, you need to understand the past to be able to take something from the past, what is working from the past, and then applying it for the future. So I think it's helpful also for me to still keeping this relationship with my father and with my background, basically. Because it helped me first to be focus on what I'm doing, remember where I came from, and then grow up. Because for me, it was not leaving everything because I wanted something different. I left because I want to grow. So I want to keep my.
But you know what's left, what's really.
Yeah.
And this is actually a good point where we go into digital dentistry, for example, because that's the advantages that the students who knew what there was before. So what is the traditional?
Definitely.
And they then learn the digital, and I think that they are a bit more advantaged. They have more advantages compared to the one that now starting to study directly the digital.
Absolutely.
And regarding digital, in your workflow,
Yeah.
during like nowadays we have same day implants or with this technology or
Yeah.
same day crowns, whatever.
Yeah.
What's the technology that you apply in your
Yeah,
workflow?
it's true, because it's funny how dentistry at the end of the day, it can be related on the daily life, and that's the point. We try to use as many technologies as we can, but at least for me, I'm in the I have this idea of not changing what is working. So talking about digital dentistry, we are trying to use digital dentistry to improve our workflow, for sure,
If it doesn't,
but that it doesn't need to change our workflow,
yeah.
because our workflow is what is working, and the final product is what it's important to have. So, and especially now that we are trying to, I mean, I just posted something about how many good dentists are around us, how many good products are around us, but at the end of the day, what make you feel confident and what make you feel confident in front of the patient is the idea that you are giving something perfect.
Yeah.
And you need to control everything. So what is controllable, you need to apply, and you need to use technology for helping your daily life.
So you're saying that you must use technology as long as the outcome of that product, it's at least the same,
Exactly.
or maybe be even better.
Even better. Exactly. Absolutely.
So, and how is your situation? I mean, have you changed something using the digital, or you like?
So we are changing, of course, because again, you need to be open-minded. You need to be open to try something new. We are changing, but I would say that our protocol is still 80% analogic.
Okay.
The 20% is biting a little bit more. So we use digital scanners,
Okay.
but we incorporate with analogic impression, for example.
Yeah.
That's because we saw that still for the final product, also for our ceramists that are able to layer the porcelain in a way that only with analogic they can do it, we still need the analogic. And also we can control it better, basically.
Yeah.
But we are trying to incorporate. Actually, in New York, they are trying to find a way. They are creating this, what we call hybrid model, talking about digital, so that they are able to recreate a model digital, but that can be used for layer porcelain.
Okay.
So refractory only on the teeth that they need to remove from the cast.
Yeah.
But the cast it's made by digital workflow.
Okay.
It's something that we are trying to study, and is not still used, but we will open this.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
topic.
So from intraoral scanning, having a model from intraoral scanning that can be used
for making them refractory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe just.
Because if you there, I mean, you know better than me. There are two type of cast model that you can use for feldspathic, for layered porcelain. One is with platinum foil.
Yes.
That I spoke with one of my ceramists 2 days ago, and he was saying that he still feel that the platinum foil is not fitting that well on the digital cast.
Yeah.
So they still need the stone, basically. And the other way is the refractory, but the refractory needs stone. So it's a particular stone. So it needs still analogic impression.
Yeah,
So for pouring, so now we are trying to find a way. Don't ask me how, because they are more specific with me.
You will keep us updated.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for sure, when it's gonna be a thing, you will notice. But yeah, they are studying a way to doing the refractory digital.
Yeah, that it's really interesting. It might be millet. Who knows, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What-
Just for closing the topic of digital versus analogic, because we talk a lot about this, me and you, during the dinners. To end up this conversation, it's like, I would say that there's no better option. I don't think there's better option. It's about how you know how to manage the workflow. Again, it's important this, because a lot of people ask me, why do you think it's better this or that? Honestly, I don't know. But with me, with my workflow, with what we are doing, I still prefer mixing, and final impression, I still more confident with the analogic.
Yeah, that's it's a good point, because when I have the same question. I mean, if I buy that software, is that software better than this? It depends. What are your skills?
Exactly.
Because
definitely,
if we talk about software, let's say if you are very good at managing the CAD, you can use that kind of software that is a bit more difficult, for example, but you know how to manage it, and so you can really manage the outcome of that STL file. Or the other way, if you're not that skilled, you might use the other software that will help you more.
Yeah.
And you made a good point.
And also it's about a lot of the time, digital can help you in the marketing side.
Yeah.
But for what we are doing, we are trying to focus more on the final, actually on the handcrafting.
Yeah.
So
giving us more value when now.
I mean, I don't know, but also the value. It's about you, because I'm sure that you are more digital. You can give more value on the digital aspect. And if I give me the value on the analogic, you don't know how to give the value, because you are not feeling part of that process. So again, even this, it's about every dentist, every technician, and how you treat the material.
Yeah. We have a lot of tools nowadays, and we must know how to use them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Let's talk about AI, for example.
But also this, you need to be open. You need to understand what could be the limit or the possibilities.
Yeah.
But it's important to not be close with your mindset and think I'm the only one who's doing the right thing. Yeah. Try to study what the others are doing, what's the new thing, and then try to see if you wanna apply on your daily life or not. It's important.
Makes sense. You cannot stop the progress.
Yeah,
and
of course.
What is the difference of a high-fee smile compared to a conventional smile?
No, there's no difference. There's no difference. This is a good question, because a lot of people ask me, yeah, but you guys, you're doing only celebrities and people. It's not true. It's not true. We are trying to give the best result to everyone. And there's no high standard or low standard, cheap or no. It's all about how you wanna invest, how you wanna understand the value of what you are doing as a patient. And for me, as a doctor, it's all about giving the best to every patient.
So let's say I'm a patient. Yeah. What is the workflow when I come to the clinic?
Okay.
Where we start?
The APA experience, you mean? Yeah. So the patient is, imagine you are a patient and you want to do a smile makeover consult with me. So the patient is called by one of my patient coordinator that start to understand more or less what the patient wants. And we try to get as many, we call contact point that they can. at least 2, 3, or 4. It means that from the first call, we try to exactly call again or message at least 4 times. It's better 4 or more times before the patient come to the clinic.
Okay.
Because it's important, because probably the first time the patient will say, I need a smile makeover because I broke one tooth.
So even though the appointment is scheduled, you call me 4 times.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Even better. If it's already, I mean, it's not common that
But through the
they,
time,
they
just-
call they call the first time and they schedule the appointment, because
Okay.
sometimes we are curious.
Yeah.
So we want to know what you are doing, who's the doctor, what the doctor is doing, but I also want to know what do you want from me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's important. And it's important also that my patient coordinator is the one who knows the patient, because they get close, and it's crucial for what we are doing, because the expectations are so high, because we are not just fixing problems. We are trying to improve a lot of things, emotion, confidence, and
Do you categorize patients in some way?
yeah, that's why we need, I will tell you, that's why we need a lot of contact point, even before me knowing the patient. So we categorize in terms of every one of us. We are, I would say that I'm more an emotional
Yeah.
type. You can be more technical. There's people that are more concerned about money,
Yeah,
for
financial.
example, financial, exactly. So it's important. That's why the more question you ask, the more contact point again you have with the patient, the more easy is gonna be the process, and the final result is gonna be better, because I also know how to talk with the patient, you know,
For the first consultation.
for the first and second
yeah.
and third. But yeah, so let's go faster, because but it's so important, the first consult and the first impression.
Yeah, that's where I'm going now. The first consultation, it's like more than an hour, right?
Yeah, for sure. It can be, with me, it can be also 2 hours.
Why is that very important?
because look at how many things we have to say now, and we don't have the time to say everything. And with the patient, it needs to be like this, because they need to get the value on what we are doing. So it's so important. But the first consult start from the first call, because you have only one option, one possibility to make you feel comfortable and to have a good first impression, you know. So it's important.
Yes.
Then when the patient arrive, so the patient arrive already feeling already at home, because you are speaking with this lady for
From
so long that you're not feeling, oh, I'm going to the dentist. Hopefully he's not gonna say anything bad to me, because that's the thing. That's the reality of what the people think about dentists, you know. So they need to feel comfortable, and they come. Usually, again, the patient coordinator now finally met in person, so we are all happy. They invite for coffee and whatever, and then it's important that they start talking with them a little bit more deep, and they show. Usually they do a round of a tour, of the clinic, especially the lab, because it's important for them
To see the lab?
yeah, because that's the value.
Yeah.
Again,
Yes.
that's what we feel different. That's our value, and it's beautiful. The lab, it's actually the most important part of
I would
our
love to
clinic.
come and see that.
You should,
Yeah.
because you never came.
No.
Ah,
I
okay.
will.
No, you should come, because it's like, I love watches.
Yeah.
And I would love to be invited by Rolex to see how they handmade every watch. And that's the reality of what we are doing. So it's amazing. And it's still a way to get comfortable, the patient comfortable, because they know they see everything, they are more confident.
But at this stage, I haven't met the doctor yet.
No.
Okay.
No. Now it's when the patient goes to our meeting room, basically. It's a separate room. They are still not in the chair, because again, the chair, the patient is dentistry. It's scaring, it's painful, and I don't want to be there. Even if you have the most advanced chair, they don't care. They don't see the
It's
chair.
still a chair.
They see the
Dentistry.
turban. They see the burn, and the sound and everything. Music is also so important because, of course, categorizing the patient. If I have an emotional patient, I would choose something that is powerful. If I feel that I have technical patient, I will not put rap music because I'm sure, especially here.
Do you,
I mean,
do you have any distraction like TV as well? Or
yes, but not so much because we also want to keep the point. I mean, we are still a dental clinic.
Some
No,
of
we
the
put on the screen some of our cases.
okay.
Yeah, before and after, because they
still
can
have to
start
learn this.
thinking, no, but also it's beautiful, and we want to show what we are good at. So in this different room, again, the patients start filling the form. Again, patient coordinator talking with them, and then patient coordinator come to me now finally. And she explained me more or less what she gets from the patient, which kind of patient it is. By the way, we have also a morning meeting every morning. So all together, technician, nurses, patient coordinator, and all the doctors.
For the patients who are coming.
So yeah, we go through the full schedule for everyone. So everyone needs to be there because it's important that everyone knows who's the patient coming.
And you're dealing with different multicultural of patients, so it must be very important.
It's one of the most important parts of the day.
That you like.
The morning meeting.
Yeah, is enthusiastic. I mean, do you?
It's where it's actually important because it's where you start feeling the energy on the team and how the day will go. It seems so important. So the patient called me, she will explain me everything, and then it's when I enter in the room, talk with the patient, bring the patient to the chair finally, took X-rays. I need to cut this because it's gonna be so long. Took the X-rays, picture, and then it's when I start explaining everything and try to show as much as I can as my vision and what the patient need.
You explaining what she's going through.
Yes,
okay.
The whole full workflow.
Okay. And then maybe we'll listen to the next episode to learn how it's going to finish this.
Yeah.
Consultation.
You were asking me why it's so long, and it's taking me 1 hour just to explain. So imagine.
But let's go in your picture. You are an Ironman competitor, and
I was.
You were okay. Because I heard it's you must be like a full it's like a full-time job to get prepared for this. I actually haven't I mean, I don't know how it really works, so maybe you can explain to her who doesn't know it.
So Ironman, it's a competition, 1-day competition with it's 4 kilometers, I forgot also. 4 kilometers swim, then straight to 180 kilometers cycling, and then full marathon, so 42 kilometers running.
Yeah.
A full day. Yeah.
And when you stopped?
I stopped after I got the slot for the World Championship.
Okay.
So I stopped because my competitiveness stopped, basically, because I reached the highest level that I was imagined to reach. So
and then you gave
I switched. I gave it all to dentistry. Yeah. No, it's like this.
So actually, there was the question: how does that helped in your professional career?
It's again. I think it was the first time after me, I would say, stopping doing this activity, saying I will take the benefit from all of this to increase my dentistry life. Yeah. So for me, I think the sport is helping you not just for relax, because it's what I'm doing. Now I'm doing sport for relax, but also for being competitive, but in a good way. even because Ironman or whatever, it's an individual sport. So
Personal.
your competition is against you, and it helps you to have this mindset of trying to increase and to grow and to perform better. So then you will be better for in your job, in your daily life, but also with the people around you. And
This is
it's
like
important.
you following one of the like Jim Rohn always say, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. So then you
Nice.
that-
I will
that-
use it. Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
help you.
because you need to be your worst enemy because you wanna beat yourself, and for doing this you will grow.
Yeah, we need to build us. I mean,
Yeah,
we are
exactly.
born, and then we need to work on ourselves to give it our
exactly.
best.
And no one will give you anything.
Yeah.
So you need to take whatever you can from anyone in a good way, and
Yeah,
you
fair,
need to
learn.
you need to give also. You need to give
Exactly.
because if not, you will be alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Regarding this, what is your suggestion to the new student, the young student that are maybe thinking some dream job?
Come to my course in Italy. No, my suggestion is always been try to be every day a little bit better. Try to, follow your passion for sure.
So if you are
And-
not passionate on this, maybe
No, of course.
Yeah.
No,
Just
exactly.
change. Find your passion.
Find your passion, work for it, and simply try to be the best.
Yeah.
Because no one can tell you that you are not.
Yeah.
So try to be the best and try to look at the next 5 years.
I give you another one. Jim Rohn said as also, if I can do it, you can do it.
Of course, it's always been like this. But also, look at what you wanna be in 5 years.
Yeah.
Every time, 5 years. So that's manifesting basically, because then you can work for this and be clear on what you want.
What's your preferred? Do you have any preferred tooth for preparation?
Yeah, of course. So that's also something that I need to learn. 8 and 9, we call the teeth in an American way.
Really?
Yeah,
No
it's
way. No.
really difficult for me. 8 and 9, basically 11 and
And
21.
21.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. And what's the tools that no one sees as important, like they don't give
Instrument, you say.
instruments, yes.
Yeah.
But instead it is important. What's that?
Video cameras for pictures.
Cameras, yeah.
It's still
It's
especially for aesthetic dentistry, I think it's one of the most important tools, instruments, and a lot of dentists, they are trying to do cosmetic and aesthetic without a good camera. I think it's one of the most important.
So you see, guys, the digital,
Exactly.
it's in the middle because
Yeah.
the picture we can express ourselves.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
definitely.
That makes sense.
See, good.
Okay, thank you, Eduardo, for all your insights and for
It was very fun. And
for
nice.
being with us. Maybe we have a lot to say to these people, and maybe we'll have a second episode. Thank you for listening to this conversation, and thank you, Remedico, for sponsoring this podcast. See you guys in the next episode.
Want to use AI in your clinic? Try Remedico EMR, sponsor of this episode. They are pioneering AI for dental clinics. Go to remedico.app and request a free demo now. Remedico, software for modern dental clinics powered by AI. Hey, and don't miss next episode. Search Next Dental one word, no spaces on all major podcast platforms, and click subscribe.